Okay, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very considerably different video. I love Facebook Marketplace. Now, I'm addicted to that damn site and I've spent a hell of a lot of money on it, but I also think it saved me a lot of money and it also makes me a bit of money. So it kind of balances out. Now, today I've got some birthday money to spend, and if I go to the tackle shop, I won't be able to buy all that much stuff. So I regularly type in sea fishing in Facebook Marketplace, and I found a couple of deals which are worth going having a look at. So I'm armed with about 50 quid, something like that, and we're going to go and pick up, hopefully, some tackle. Should be worth it. We're going to go and fetch it. We're in Eastbourne now. We need to go to New Haven. We're going to pick it up. We're going to get it if we like it. We're going to bring it home, and then we're going to go through it. So you're on a little bargain hunt today. Hope you enjoy. It's a little different. We have hopefully got a boat video coming up next week. Fingers crossed. That trip is hopefully going to happen on Tuesday. It's Saturday today. The wind's looking temperamental, but hopefully it should pay off. Right, let's put the keys in the ignition, address in the sat-nav, and get going. I'll see you when we get there. We've got two lots today. We've got two lots in New Haven to go and view. Now, I buy a lot of my sea tackle in bulk. I normally spend quite a lot of money on one big bulk package and then just pick out the bits I want, and then I should really sell the things I don't need because then it would pay for itself. But being a fisherman, I have a lot of rods and not a lot of need for all of them, but I cannot bring myself to sell any, so it is what it is. Fuzzy, is it going to focus? Is it not? There we go. Right, so we've got home. We bought the bits, and now we're going to go and have a look at them. I say we're going to have a look at them. My other half has just got in, so probably going to be about another 20 minutes before we go and have a look at the kits. Right, I need to go and get a dog towel. We'll finally reveal what we've bought shortly. Right, well, welcome back. It's been considerably a while since we've had a spare minute. We've eaten dinner. The dogs have been fed. If you hear them barking, my apologies. We've got part one here. So one thing I want to say, Facebook Marketplace, fantastic place for tackle. If you're an experienced angler, it's great. If you're a newcomer, it's also great. You get so much more for your money. I'm not saying don't go out to tackle shops because they're obviously, they need to be supported and they're great to have. So I spend a lot of money in tackle shops as well. But for a lot of stuff and for bulk buying and just to bulk my gear out and my end tackle, I do like purchasing big clumps of gear every so often. So this cost me 35 quid, this one, and we're going to go through it. So let's have a look. So it comes in a carpy box, as you can see here. So that's going to be useful already. The reason why I started looking on Facebook, I sort of get into my head I need to buy certain stuff, and then I'll go on Facebook Marketplace, I'll have a look at bundles, fishing bundles, and if what I want is in that bundle, and it's only going to cost me a little bit more to get that bundle with loads of extra stuff, that is generally what I'll do. So I wanted a box for all my shark gear, and I'm going to need that for this coming summer. So 2022 summer, I'm going to be heading out for blue sharks down in Cornwall on the Sib, and God help us. Hopefully we'll get into some other fish as well. There's a lot of planning to be done. I've planned a lot already, but I've still got lots more planning to do. There's got to be safety procedures put into place, but whatever. That's boring. Well, it won't be boring, but the safety stuff's a bit boring. But we have got to plan it to make sure it's safe. So let's get on with the main part of the video. Right, the box. Let's have a look then. So we've got two reel bags in it. I knew there was two reels in it from the pictures. Haven't checked them, haven't looked at them, but they just looked pretty good quality. So we've got a Abu Garcia. We've got a spare spool there with braid on it. And let's have a look at the reel. So we've got an Abu Garcia reel. This is probably a sort of spinning reel. It's called a Cardinal. Let's just see if it works. Yep, stops nicely, smooth. And let's see if it tells me how many ball bearings it's got. 8 ball bearing drive, fantastic. With ball bearings, you really don't want reels one ball bearing. I'll admit today I did buy another lot as well, and there were quite a few of them reels just had one ball bearing, but they're just to mess around really. I mainly got them just for the rods and spares. So that is a lovely reel. 8 ball bearings, Abu Garcia, great make. Excellent. So I haven't valued that yet and I haven't looked online, but my guesstimate would probably be that's a sort of 20 to 30 quid reel. So already we're in the money, if you like. By the way, I'm not doing this for money. I'm not selling any of this. This is going in my shed and I'll use all the gear. But in my head, I like to know that I've done all right. So yeah, nice reel. Also with a spare spool with braid. So excellent. Right, so other stuff. Another reel. Let's see what this one is. So again, there's a spare spool. I know these are looked after because, as you can see, it's got a band around the line, which generally means someone's looking after their equipment because they've gone to the effort of putting some knicker elastic around the spool to keep it all in place. Again, Abu Garcia. Fantastic. We like Abu Garcia. They're very good reels and a great brand. So in here we've got a spare handle as well, and it's in a nice reel bag, which is good because I'm looking at that thinking he's looking after his equipment. This is good. Let's have a look at the reel then. So it's a bait runner. This it's more used for carp fishing, but for certain species on the sea, a bait runner is actually quite handy. Bass being one of them. So a bait runner function is you click that up and it runs into free, so loads of line will just keep coming off there without your rod moving or your thing. And then to engage it, you just turn it, locks it in, and then you're in gear. Let's have a little look, see if we can see any ball bearings on that one. Again, 8 ball bearing. I think that's exactly the same reel as the one we just looked at, but that one's just got the bait runner function. So that is another good reel. We can use that for pretty much anything. Spinning, bit of bottom on the bottom with light work over reefs and things like that. Great. Right, so we've now done the 2 reels. We're now going to get into what attracted me to this deal, which was the soft plastic lures and the end tackle. Because I'm not getting low on end tackle. I'm never low on end tackle, but in my head I'm getting low. So my low is someone else's high, but I like to have so much stuff, and it was about time I spent some money on fishing gear. So let's go through. Look, absolutely full of end tackle. Alright, first things first, we've got some £20 fluorocarbon. Great for tying leaders, and also if you're doing any bass fishing, fluorocarbon is better to use than monofilament because fluorocarbon is a lot clearer, so you can in the water, so it's like invisible. So that'll be great for tying up lures. Actually needed some of that, so there you go, excellent. We've got some camouflage line. What's this? £8. Probably use that for sea fishing, to be honest, or a bit of coarse angling, a bit of light rock work for like wrasse, pollock, that sort of thing in little LRF style fishing, if you like. Tie some small hooks onto that. We've actually got a kayak competition coming up, which I've organised, like a Christmas kayak competition on the 18th of December. Weather's looking good, so hopefully we'll be able to get out to sea and not just stick to the river. So that might come in handy. Keep going through the lines for now. We've got some £20 special snood trace and rig line. Quite stiff, so that'll be good for all the whiting this year, which I haven't fished for as of yet, because they don't particularly interest me. We've got some 14.52 pounds line there. I don't know what I'll end up using that for, but we'll use it at some point, I'm sure. And we've got some more stuff here, some more line. This is Shimano Aero Surf line, good line, and that's a 15 pounds strength, breaking strain. Happy days. Right, some 3 sets of rig winders, nice big rig winders, so they'll be good for like conger traces and some things like that. So they're probably used for drop shotting or putting on. Actually, that's a shop display, isn't it? They slide it on. So a few rig winders, excellent, always come in handy. Actually need a few of those. We've got some Berkley Fire line, which is again a very good line. £30, and it's smoke colour. Interesting. Who knows? But there you go. It's a Berkley Fire line. So you've got some other light stuff here. Feels like braid. Oh, it's match mono. I've never seen this before. £5, Shimano again. Aero Super Match. £5 match line. So maybe that's just more invisible to the fish in the water, or it's just really light and you get little species with it. I'll have to ask some of the guys who do more match fishing, because I don't do match fishing. Let's grab a couple more bits. We've got some Whiplash Crystal. Ooh, £35. Now we're talking. Don't know what colour that is. It crystal. It must be clear. Some more Berkley Whiplash. What's here? Vanish. Vanish, and the dirt is gone. Some of that line. £20. Clear line. Fluorocarbon. Interesting. This is interesting. I did see this in the picture and I thought, I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. And these are actually, I did really want some for the boat, for when I'm conger fishing. This is basically a method feeder for sea. So I will slide that onto my line, pack it in with fish and juices and guts, and that will sit on the bottom and release a load of scent into the water, and that will help attract congers, dogfish. Not that you want dogfish, but that will help attract them sort of species, any species, but mostly the species which are really, smell sensitive, like the congers. So hopefully Tuesday, if the weather's nice, I'll use that. That's cool. That is. I like that. I think there's another one in there. There's a little instruction packet there, so we can have a little look. Right, we've got some sabikis. Again, I saw that on the advert, and you can never have too many sabikis. I think I've only got about 10 packets in the garage, so it'll be good to top up some more. More mackerel feathers. We have a little sheaf. In all fairness, not exactly sure what will fit in there, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it. A bubble float, I believe. Yeah, that's a bubble float. Water goes in there and it sits on the water. So quite a heavy duty one. I could almost, it's not big enough for a shark float or anything like that. But I'm sure, if you know what these things are, by the way, and you know exactly what they're going to be should be used for, let me know, because some things I've got no clue. So something like that. I know that's a bubble float, but it'd be interesting to know what that gets used for at sea. Perfect. Split shots, excellent. That's perfect for me because I've got loads of split shot for coarse fishing, exactly the same, but they're all in my coarse fishing box or my carp fishing box. So I can have those for my sea fishing box, and they are good for sort of my light rigs, just to get on the bottom, and also good for drop shotting, things like that. We've got some beads, probably a luminous, I'd imagine. Got a film capsule. I wonder what's inside. It's quite heavy, so I'd imagine it's a lead of something. Yeah, some small leads. Perfect for LRF fishing. There's about 3 of those in there. Ooh, exciting. Again, all of this stuff I needed because I've got a little competition coming up, as I was saying, in about a week's time, and I'm going to need some light leads and stuff for the small species, as it's a species competition. Here we go. It's cod season at the moment. Red gills, fantastic lures. They just need hooking up and putting on a freeway swivel with that £20 fluorocarbon clear line, and they'll smash them up. They will, if the cod are hungry and they're there. They're good. They are. Oh, there you go. A Axia. This will be an Axia minnow of some sort. There you go. Probably about 50 gram. That's a weedless version. That's in the shops. You're looking at £8 for that lure. So already we're making. You start to get what I mean by doing these bulk things. You really get such good deals. Even if you're getting stuff you wouldn't necessarily buy, you just get some great stuff. Another awesome thing there. That I believe is a big bait caster. So off the shore for beach fishing, you put your bait in there, probably like worm baits or any streamlined baits. So you pop it in there, and as you cast out, it hits the bottom, and then it flings out. And then obviously it goes to the bottom, and then you've got a nice bait. I have to have a look into how to rig one of them up, but I know it's for casting worm baits particularly, to keep them nice and secure, and any slimline baits. But I actually would like to try them, so we'll give them a go. Haven't done a lot of shore fishing recently, so I really must do some. Oh, now we're talking. I believe these are elastic boxes. Now, so one's got line coming out of it, but is that just a... Yeah, one's got line coming out of it, so that might have been modified. These are handy for the boat. They've got little clippers as well on there. That's really handy. And then let's see which is in here. I reckon this is line. Yeah, some more line. But I might wrap bait elastic around there and use them for that. I think that'll be more handy than a bit of fishing line, I think. But yeah, great, cool. Still got lots to go. We've got some tapered leader, 15 to 60 pound. I don't use leaders, so that, to be honest, will never come in handy unless I do some leader fishing. But great for if I'm taking the kids out or whatever and they need some kit. We'll just give them that. In fact, I might even do some giveaways with some of this stuff behind me. In fact, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some giveaways in this video. I'm going to work it out, and you'll see me at the end looking totally different, a bit more fresher faced, because I'll film the part 2 tomorrow. Combine it all in one video, but I'll do the second haul tomorrow. And I'll film it tomorrow. So yeah, we'll do some giveaways. That'll be fun. Some shads, some lures. Great for bass. They absolutely smash them up. There are some more shads there. More sort of perch-like, but honestly, the bass love them. They absolutely love them. Some worms. I've got so many of these. They're like, I've seen like a Texas rig, I think. People use those little worms and pretend worms. I don't know if they're any good. If anyone knows how best, I mean, it says the world's only soft plastic bait that stays put on the hook. Needs no special hook, peg or glue. Well, I don't know how they work exactly. But if anyone has any luck on those worms, let me know, because I've never used them and I wouldn't feel confident in using a fake worm, but it might be good in the right scenario, so give me a shout. Right, let's carry on, shall we? Ooh, we've got some packets of bits here. Some shrimp sabikis, excellent. A 2-hook clip down rig. Dad's Christmas present. Perfect. Some more sabikis. Some more sabikis. Oh, a paternoster rig. I like tying all my own rigs, so I will be giving these away either in a giveaway or as a Christmas present. In fact, we'll do a 2,000 subscriber giveaway, so we've got 500 to go. Share the video and all that sort of stuff. As I said, I'll work out the competition for the end of the video. Some more sabikis. Another rig. A flatty rig called Sid's Rigs. I love all this stuff because you get the antique stuff as well. It's well cool. Sometimes it says the price on it, and it doesn't on this, unfortunately. But then that would probably be about 40p or something. Like, imagine now, it's probably about £2. Some more feathers, and some more feathers. Oh, and just for excitement purposes, more feathers. They're not actually feathers, those ones. Those are delta reels. Great stuff. What have we got here? We've got some. Ooh, there you go. Deadly for bass. Yeah, these actually are shimmer eels. Now those they're sidewinders basically. Well, they're made by a sidewinder. I mean, up there, I don't know what you'd call them really, but I would imagine very good, rigged up to a sort of weighted weight, and probably really good for side winding, I would imagine. These are strange old things. Golden shads. Not going to open up because they look jelly-like, but instructions on the back. Split shot rig, jig head. That sort of thing. I don't know lots about these sort of things, so still got a bit to learn. Ooh, Sea Angler rig wallet. Shall we see what's inside? Ah, this is exciting. This looks like more my cup of tea, shall we say. I think they're all labelled. We've got a live bait hook snood. Ah, see, that's interesting. It's got a small hook and then a big hook. So the little whiting takes the small hook, and hopefully something bigger comes along and eats your, you know, your bigger one, big hook. There's a weedless plastic hook in there. There's loads of different rigs. Lots and lots of different rigs, and some big hooks as well. So that's like a circle hook, that one. We'll probably find a use for this, I think. There's some hooks in there, which are the for weedless lures. So that's lovely. Got some more. Oh, I don't actually know what that is. Some sort of rig. Probably a shore rig. I think the chap I bought this off said he's into match fishing, so it was probably something to do with match fishing. Again, another table shock leader, 70 to 80 pounds. Some collars. I believe these are called flying collars. Again, if you know, correct me please, because I don't know everything, even though I sound like I do. No, I believe they're flying collars, but correct me if I'm wrong. We've got some pulley bees. I needed some more of these. I mean, they're in the shop now. It says 160 there, but they won't be now. They're about £2.50 for a bag like that. So already, by spending 35 quid on all this gear, like, I know they're only £2.50, but each thing is like chopping me down. So I'm in the money basically. Sea float, which looks like it's been eaten by some sort of raging shark. Some more split shots. And then what have we got in here? Just got a load of weights. In fact, come over here. What we'll do is we'll count the weights out, because they're about £1.50 a weight. But to be conservative, let's say £1 £1 a lead. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
28, 49. Oh, we're on 39. 49. 39, 40. Thank you, Tess. 41, 42. So, if we said each one of those weights is £1, which is roughly about right, because even though that one is slightly broken, in the shop that's going to be about 150. So we'll say all of them about £1. We've got £40 worth of weights, and then let's add in a couple of shads, and that's about £5, isn't it? Already, that's us paid for. So just the weights, the box, and 2 shads, which is over in this pile, pays for itself. And then basically what I say is all this lot here is free. And we've got 2 reels. So that was one haul. That cost me £35 today. I had to drive to Newhaven for that. So my point is, look on Facebook Marketplace, buy these bundles, because not only are they great fun, you also save a load of money as well. So you're going to see me in about 5 seconds wearing new clothes, had a nice 8 hour sleep, and going through part 2 of some not so nice rods and reels. It's not a knife sheath, it's a finger stool for the braid casting. I've actually wanted to try one of these, so excellent. Okay, welcome back to part 2 of my fishing haul. As you know, yesterday we went to Newhaven and picked up 2 sets of gear from Facebook Marketplace. You join me in my car today, one because it's peaceful, and in there we've got 2 very loud dogs, and not a lot of room at the moment, just because we're doing a lot of things with the house. And 2, this is where all the gear is at the moment, and I need to sort it all out properly, is to put it all away in the shed. So this set of gear cost us £20. We've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 rods, we've got 4 reels, and a tripod, a pair of boots, size 8, bit too small for me, and some Muppets. So let's start off with the Muppets. They just came with the deal. I'll take those off and I'll rebrand those on some different rigs of mine. I love a Muppet. They just add that bit of attraction, and to be honest with you, that rig is actually probably perfectly usable. On that you can put a load of cuttlefish and fish for cod, eels, things like that. So yeah, there's a rig there with some Muppets on. Not what we went there for, but it was just part of the extra deal. One thing which took me my interest was this tripod. This is the old Shakespeare, I think it's agility tripod. It needs a little repair, as you can see here. The struts have come off from the support bars, but we've got one Shakespeare tripod. This is a tripod I use all for my beach fishing. They're fantastic tripods, and that I know is worth about £60 brand new. So in my opinion, I would have paid, if I needed one, I would have paid probably 20 quid for that, because I just need to fix it up and then put a bottom strut bar at the bottom, just a little crossways there to put the rod butts in. But I've got some of those in my shed spare. So one tripod, worth it already, in my opinion. As I said, 20 quid, so can't really go wrong. What have we got? We've got 2 spinning rods with reel on. These reels are not very good. They work, though. I checked them when we were there. I don't even know what they're called. WSB tackle. Sounds appalling. But good for taking on holiday and stuff. I'm going to give my dad one of these as a Christmas present. Shh. No, we'll clean it up. He's got an apartment in Spain, so I'll give him one of those to take away. The actual rods, they look all right, to be honest. I'm a fan of cheap rods. I quite like them. Stiffin Spin 10, again, WSB tackle, 28 gram to 70 gram casting rods. So they've got a bit of oomph behind them if you needed them. But yeah, one of those with that reel. We've got another one of those rods as well. WSB rod, exactly the same rod I just discussed to you. This one had a lure attached to it, and it had a Shibasu 105 with a rattler inside. So one of those lures, look, 5 or 6 quid in the shop. So once I've taken that off, we'll get that to use with some bass fishing. So that's 2 rods we've gone through. Let's just move them over there. My car looks like an absolute bomb site. I've done so much of it this year. And I just haven't really got round to cleaning it. Right, the next rod we have, everything's all in a bit of a wee tangle, so we'll go a bit careful. Next rod is here. It's a Flayden Surf Chieftain rod. It's 13 foot long, 4 to 10 ounce casting. Not too bad, it works. All the rings are intact, all the glass in the eyes are all good. So rod is perfectly usable, perfectly serviceable, fine for the beach. There's nothing wrong with that. Someone's walking past, they probably think I'm an absolute nutter talking in my car to myself. But I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys. Right, the reel on this one, it's just a Johns Walker Crusader. I think it's got 1 ball bearing on it. It's not very good, to be honest, but it'll be absolutely fine just for a bit of messing around on the beach, mackerel, that sort of thing in the summer. Something which I don't mind breaking or, you know, getting mucky. So even on the kayak, that'll be fine to take on the kayak as a spare rod. But yeah, so that's another one. That one come with a weight as well. That weight, that's £2.50 in the tackle shop. So already we're that 20 quid we've spent. The tripod, to be honest with you, covers that amount. You've got 2 rods from it. You've got 2 free at the moment, workable, serviceable reels. no good. They're not great reels, but they're fine just for messing around with, and taking on the sib and just using it for getting live bait, pout, that sort of thing. You know, you don't want to be taking out loads of expensive gear, because if anything happens, you've lost a lot of money. So if you can take out some cheap gear for sort of the easy fishing and the not so important fishing, then that's a good one for me. Right, the last thing we got in this deal was another rod. This rod is actually a 15-foot rod, and I like tall rods because the casting for me is easier. This rod will be absolutely fine. It's just NGT, not a bad brand. It's not a good brand, but it's not a shocking brand. It's quite a reputable brand. NGT Ocean Cast. That come with another reel. I don't even know what sort of reel that is. Klein Vigor. Who knows? One ball bearing, 70 FD. It's more metal than plastic, so that's good. But yeah, there we go. So for 20 quid, we've got 4 rods, 4 reels, and that Shakespeare old style agility tripod, which just needs a little bit of fixing, and a couple of lures. So there we go. That was my tackle haul. So hope you enjoyed that video. This isn't going to be the final video of the year. There's going to be a kayak competition video coming up in the next video. We've also hopefully got some boat fishings for some big conger coming up if the wind is good. And also for 2022, we've got some brand new branding coming out. The channel name's changing. It's going to be exciting, so watch out for that. And the giveaways, I will put it all together, and I will put it on my Facebook page, and do subbing and subscribing, that sort of thing. We'll maybe get you some free bits and bobs. But I will do the giveaway probably in the next video a bit more structured. So keep an eye on that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the notifications bell. That will tell you when all the videos appear. And have a lovely week. Thank you for watching.